1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's working. God, what a penis. Jesus. Hey everybody, the Reswirl here, and welcome back to more Steins Gate. Right, this shall hopefully be the final session. There's 3 hours left of this ending, probably more than 3 hours, but round about 3 hours, so I should be able to do it. And I did actually do this literally a minute ago, but I noticed that my stream wasn't going out to YouTube for some reason. And the reason is because it looked like last night after my Steins Gate session, it looked like I got suspended from streaming again. But eventually it seemed to be working again. I don't really know what the issue was, but it certainly didn't look good. It kind of nearly made me have a heart attack. So I'd be like, oh great, that's another game that's fucked me. But yeah, so it's all good now. All I had to do was disconnect my YouTube and reconnect it to the restream, and all seems dandy, so it's all good. Right. So, I squeezed my way out. Suzuha crawls out after me and closes the hatch. Do I need to turn up my TV? Nope. Provide a distraction. Suzuha runs up to the emergency door. And then, to my astonishment, she draws her gun and fires at the doorknob. The door opens easily. That must have broken the lock. Any minute now, a crowd of people will run up these stairs to see what happened. My past self will be among them. I need to hide before they get here. Hide around the corner. Oh, that was a close one. I nearly bumped into myself on the 8th floor landing. Right after I ran downstairs to the 7th floor, I heard footsteps running the other way behind me. Those footsteps were mine, no doubt. It was a near miss. To be safe, I descend to the 4th floor before stopping to take a breath. I take a look around, but there's nobody paying attention to me. I wonder what Suzuha is doing. I'm worried, but I need to focus on my own mission. I must prevent Kurisu's death. In about 30 minutes from now, just after Nakabachi's presentation ends, someone will murder her. I know where it happens, in the 8th floor hallway, towards the back of the building, where people rarely go. What I don't know is who stabbed her. Instead of running around and drawing attention to myself, I should just wait at the scene. Let's cool off here for about 5 minutes, and then head over there. If I remember correctly, Kurisu tried to talk to me in the assembly hall, but I blew her off and came down here. After that, I tried calling Mayuri, but her phone was off and I couldn't get through, so I went back up to the assembly hall to find her. What time was that? I searched my memories trying to plot the actions I took on July 28th. It sounded simple when Suzuha said it, but staying away from my past self is going to take more work than I thought. Frustration mounts. I shove Suzuha's watch into my pocket and quash it. To quash it. Just then. Uh-oh. That voice. I turn around. Kurisu! Do I know you? Technically yes, but no. She looks at me with those beautiful eyes shining with intelligence and strength of will. I thought I would never see her again, but now before my very eyes is the girl I love. Tears well up in my eyes. I want to embrace her right this instant. It takes everything I have to resist the urge. Don't forget, this is our first meeting. This Kurisu doesn't know me. Why did I have to run into Kurisu of all people? I can't answer. I'm afraid that if I speak, I'll be unable to contain my emotions. The memory of her last smile is burned into my mind, imploring me to act. Kurisu looks at me with suspicion. What would happen if I were to grab Kurisu and run? Would divergence change? Would her murder be averted? No. I recall all the times Mayuri died. I recall all the times I time-leaped to save her. Everything I tried ended in vain. I was unable to save her even once. No matter what I did, the world itself killed her. Won't it be the same with Kurisu? Should I even try? I reached toward Kurisu, my hand shaking. She's gonna call him a perv. Don't be a perv. She steps back in surprise and fear, clutching a manila envelope to her chest. This is our first meeting, I know that, but to me she's still the girl I love. Okay. Phew. If I'd been thinking straight a second ago, I would have realised that my plan to grab her and flee wasn't going to work. Kurisu would never follow some strange men she only just met. Running isn't an option. All I can do is wait at the scene of the crime. Fighting against the urge to stay, I forced myself to turn and leave. But Kurisu pursues me. Why is she so desperate to know who I am? I do look suspicious, I'll admit that. But if she thinks I'm dangerous, why would she come alone? I turn around reluctantly and meet Kurisu's stare. Can I really save you? The words catch in my throat. Can I save her? I don't know. All I know is that Convergence is merciless and cruel, and that I am powerless to stop it. Have your autograph. I shake my head, then bolt for the stairs before Kurisu can react. When I make it back to the 8th floor, the presentation has already started. I peek in through the door of the assembly hall. Oh. Someone in the audience is shouting at Dr. Nakabachi, and that someone is me. Now I remember. I confronted Dr. Nakabachi in the middle of his presentation. I called him a fraud for ripping off John Titor's posts. From this angle, I look like a real arsehole. Staff members approach. Damn, this is embarrassing. But there's nothing I can do here. I need to leave before Kurisu appears. I turn around and head deeper into the dim passage. An image flashes through my mind. She was lying there at the end of this passage in a puddle of her own blood. Oh boy. 20 minutes from now, that's exactly what will happen. Can I prevent it? I must, whatever it takes. There's a pile of junk, toolboxes, cardboard and the like, about halfway down the passage. The perfect hiding spot. I crouch behind them. Now all I have to do is wait for Kurisu to show. But what will I do when she does? Only now do I realise that I'm completely unarmed. I really didn't think this through. Kurisu was lying in a pool of blood. That means her killer had a weapon. Since I didn't hear a gunshot, it must have been a knife, or something similar. How am I going to defend her and myself? Is there anything around here that might work as a weapon? I still have about 20 minutes. But one wrong move and someone might catch me. I shouldn't leave this spot. Maybe I'm being overly cautious. But this is my only chance to prevent Kurisu's death. I don't want to jeopardize that. I don't know what I'd do if I ran into Kurisu again. It's a miracle that I managed to tear myself away last time. The longer I wait in the darkness, the harder it becomes. The anticipation is killing me. So far, not a single soul has passed down this hallway. I can faintly hear Nakabachi's voice through the mic from far away, but that's it. The silence does nothing but increase my tension. To make matters worse, it's hot and humid. I guess the air conditioner's not on back here. My entire body's drenched in sweat, and I haven't even been hiding for a minute. Sweat drips from my brow to the floor. I rub it out with my shoe. I have to keep waiting. There's no other choice. I stay there, crouched in the darkness for what seems an eternity. In the distance, I hear the sound of sparse applause. I glance at Suzuha's watch. It's 12:26. I guess the presentation's over. I peek out from behind the boxes, and just then, I hear footsteps approaching. I quickly duck back behind cover. My heart is pounding. Someone's coming this way. Who? Is it Kurisu's murderer? I clench my teeth and try to drive away the tension. I can only pray that I won't be found. Finally, the footsteps pass right by my hiding spot. Moving only my eyes, I sneak a glance at the person. Oh. Kurisu? There's no one with her. I didn't expect Kurisu to be the first to appear. What's she doing back here? This area is for employees only. Now that I think about it, Kurisu's murder made no sense. Why was she killed in a place she would normally never come? Careful to keep quiet, I watch Kurisu from the shadows. About 5 meters down the hall, she stops walking and leans against the wall. She's holding that manila envelope I saw her with earlier. She peeks inside and smiles softly. Why is she smiling? Kurisu rarely smiles like that. I mean, it's more like her to glare at people. That envelope. I searched my memories again when Kurisu approached me during Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. I'm pretty sure she was holding that envelope. But did she have it when I discovered her body? I don't remember seeing it. What could be inside to make Kurisu smile like that? Can't begin to imagine. Kurisu hasn't moved a muscle. She's just standing there, head hung, her face hidden behind her long hair. I can't read her expression. Is she waiting for someone? Who? Who would she meet in a place like this? That's when I hear another set of footsteps approaching. I can't see who it is from where I'm hiding, but given the timing, it has to be the person who killed Kurisu. And as proof, Kurisu raises her head and upon recognizing the newcomer, lifts her back off the wall. Her expression softens slightly. The footsteps come even closer. Who is it? Kurisu suddenly starts speaking. The footsteps pass right by my hiding spot. I'm so tense I can't move a muscle. The newcomer finally appears in my narrow field of vision. And it's... Oh, Nakabachi. Dr. Nakabachi. I slap a hand over my mouth to keep from shouting in astonishment. Kurisu and Dr. Nakabachi know each other? She did warn us about him. Something else occurred to me. Why would Kurisu, an accomplished scientist, attend the presentation of a man like Nakabachi? He's just a 2-bit inventor. Only 15 people came to hear him speak, and that's including trolls like me. There wasn't even any press coverage. Besides, Kurisu hates time travel science. That much was obvious from her lecture at ATF. In that case, it's obvious why she's here. She didn't come to see his presentation. She came to see him. But why? What could be the connection? Wait, it can't be. Father. Papa. He's her father? Her estranged father, who she told me she hadn't seen in 7 years. Kurisu did say that her father was a physicist. And Nakabachi certainly is a physicist, though the scientific community at large has rejected his research. But wait, does this mean that Nakabachi killed his own daughter? Or was it someone else? Someone who has yet to appear? There's no way to know. If I could be sure that Nakabachi was the killer, then I would intervene right now. But I'm not. I better keep watching and see what happens. Kurisu wrote a paper on time travel. But when she spoke at ATF, she rejected the very idea of time travel. Although, come to think of it, she was awfully interested in the phone wave. Damn, I forgot how much of a tsundere she was. Polish it? Ah, right, yeah. Nakabachi takes out the document and starts reading it with a disgusted frown. So that's what it was. She didn't have anything dangerous in that envelope, like drugs or a gun. It was just some document. But that raises a new question. Could that be the Nakabachi paper? According to Suzuha, that document sparked a time travel arms race that ultimately led to World War III and the deaths of 5.7 billion people. EU とロシアによる開発競争が火種になって、それにアメリカまでが横槍を入れたから収拾がつかなくなった。Is that why Kurisu's safety is so important to changing Divergence? I get it now. Nothing is coincidence, everything is inevitable. Nakabachi flips restlessly through the document. He's not even trying to hide his irritation. 誰がこんなものを書いてこいと言った? 言われてはいないけど、パパが7年ぶりに連絡をくれて発表会を見に来いって言ってくれたでしょ。
それがきっかけになったの。それで論文にまとめてみたら、もしかすると作れるかもしれないんじゃないかって思えるようになった。もしその論文が認められたら、学会を追放されたパパのリベンジになるかも。
私は追放されたのではない。
Nakabachi suddenly shrieks at Kurisu, causing her to shrink back in fear.
あの連中は私のレベルの高さに嫉妬するしか能がなかった。そんな奴らに嫌気がさして私の方が見切りをつけたのだ。
怒鳴らないでよ。
Nakabachi gives his daughter a disdainful snort, then goes back to flipping through the paper.
パパって読むの早いね。昔とちっとも変わってない。
I don't think it's he's reading it, he's just flicking through it. I think. Nakabachi even ignores Kurisu's words of endearment.
悪くない内容だ。
本当？この論文はパパと共同署名でもいいと私は思って。
学会には出すな。これは私が預かっておく。
どういうこと？
どういうことだと？わからんのか。たかがサイエンス誌に低レベルな論文が掲載された程度でいい気になるなということだ。
Wow, he's a prick. What a shock.
なんだ。親に対してその顔はなんだ。
An awkward silence follows. I feel no warmth between these two. The only thing I feel is distance. Kurisu in particular seems desperate to avoid upsetting her father.
ねえ、久しぶりに会ったことだし、いろいろと話したいんだけど、パパは今青森に住んでるんだっけ？
Kurisu is trying to maintain a cheerful tone, but I can see that her expression is stiff. I remember how she said she had trouble dealing with her father.
私って父親に嫌われてるのよね。
She looked so lonely when she spoke those words.
帰れ。さっさとアメリカに帰れ。二度と顔を見せるな。
Wow.
でも
何が意見が聞きたいだ。何が共同署名だ。本心ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思っていないだろうが。
He sounds like a child with an inferiority complex.
私を憐れんどるのか。それとも蔑んどるのか。娘の分際で。
何言ってるのよ。落ち着いて。
私は十分落ち着いておる。指図するな。
This is bad. It's almost time for Kurisu's murder. Was it really Nakabachi, her own father, who killed her?
私が今日この場にお前を呼んだ理由を教えてやる。勝ち誇りたかったのだよ。お前に私の研究の偉大さを見せびらかすことでな。お前が絶望するほどの差を知らしめてやろうとしたのだ。
Wow.
なのにあの妙な若造のせいで全て台無しだ。そしてお前がそんな私を見て鼻で笑っていたのも知っているぞ。どこまで親をバカにすれば気が済む。
笑ってなんて。
この論文に意見が欲しいのか。意見ならここで言ってやる。
Nakabachi rolls right over Kurisu's objections. It's like he doesn't even hear her voice.
この論文は私の名前で発表する。以上だ。
まさかパパ盗むの？
なんだと？
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたのに。
Whoa. You just slap her. Nakabachi suddenly whirls and strikes Kurisu across the face. What do? I know I should do something, but what?
誰に対して口を聞いておるのだ。
A dickhead, obviously. Oh my god! Nakabachi throws the paper aside and seizes his daughter by the throat. Kurisu gasps for air, her face twists in pain as his grip tightens. Okay.
お前に私の気持ちがわかるか。なぜお前はそんなに優秀なのだ。私はお前が憎い。存在そのものが疎ましいのだ。
Wow. Hates his daughter because she's more talented than he is.
私より優秀な人間などこの世にいてはならんのだ。わかるか。屈辱なのだ。娘が親より優秀でいい道理などない。だから遠ざけた。お前 前と親子だと思われるのが耐えられなかった。お前に足せお前のせいで。
It's completely absurd. He's blaming her for his own failures. I've seen enough. He's the killer for sure. I burst from my hiding spot. I ram him with my shoulder as hard as I can, knocking him away from Kurisu. Kurisu gasps for breath. Whew. Who the hell are you? I'm going to save Kurisu. I'm going to save her and change the future. Even a weakling like me can pin down an old man like Nakabachi. Then I can get Suzuha to call the police and... The memory of Kurisu's body flashes through my mind. No, it won't turn out like that. Steadying himself with one hand against the wall, Nakabachi gets to his feet and looks straight at me. The instant our eyes meet, his face twists in rage. His presentation? Right, of course. I called him out on his lies in the middle of his presentation. Nakabachi has mistaken me for my past self. Understandable, since we look exactly the same. Oh my god. How paranoid can a person get? Jesus. He's delusional. Nakabachi glares at me with his bloodshot eyes, then takes something out of his pocket. At first I can't tell what it is. But then I see it glint in the dim light. A knife. The blade is about 20 centimeters long. I can't help but shiver at its cold shine. Why is he even carrying something like that? Is he completely insane? Wait, is that the weapon that killed Kurisu? I won't let that happen. Damn. Why is my brain so fixated on that scene? Nakabachi charges like an enraged bull with no sign of hesitation whatsoever. He raises his knife high. I instinctively dodge back and the knife misses me by a hair. He gathers himself for another strike. The sight of his face twisted in madness and rage fills me with terror. I want to scream. He's going to kill me. No, don't be afraid. I can't die here, the past is already decided. But wait, if the past is already decided, then doesn't that mean I can't save Kurisu? I shake off the thought. Just think about saving her. Swallowing my fear, I force myself to stop running. Or to stop running away. Instead, I lunge forward. I knock Nakabachi's hand aside. The knife falls from his grip and clatters to the floor. I leap on it and pick it up. That was easier than I expected. Oh god. I look up in surprise. Nakabachi has taken a screwdriver from a toolbox left in the passage. Kurisu is walking towards him, pleading with him to stop. She's completely defenseless. No, Kurisu, stay away from him. You're the one in danger, not me. Just when I thought I'd disarmed him, he finds something else. Even a screwdriver can kill with enough force behind it. Kurisu glances at me, but she doesn't move. Why won't she run away? Nakabachi has completely lost his mind. Nothing she can say will reach him. Nakabachi turns to Kurisu, brandishing his screwdriver. But Kurisu still doesn't run away. Oh! Blood spurts from the arm Kurisu used to guard her face. She's going to die. I have to do something. I grip the knife firmly in my hands. Kurisu won't die if I kill Nakabachi first. That image again. Stop getting in my way. I won't be tied to that past. I need to do this, to change the future to save Kurisu. As Nakabachi raises his arm for another blow, I thrust my knife at his unprotected back. Oh. Uh-oh. Through the knife, my hand feels resistance. The sensation of tearing through flesh, scraping bone. It's surprisingly tough. But at the same time, I feel the flesh pulsating. It shifts in time with my victim's breath. Stabbed. Yep. We did not get Nakabachi. Kurisu got in the way. I stabbed...
なんで
I can't believe my eyes. What happened? I tried to stab Nakabachi. The blade should have pierced his back, and yet... Oh god! At the last minute, Kurisu forced herself between us, as if to protect Nakabachi.
なんで
Strength drains from Kurisu's body, she slumps against me, her head on my shoulders.
バカどもにはふさわしい末路だ。
Laughing maniacally, Nakabachi picks up the dropped thesis and runs to the elevator at the far end of the hall. I can't chase him. I know what's going to happen if I don't stop him, but I can't take a single step. Is this a joke? Is this the joke? Is this the punchline? I wanted to know who killed Kurisu. And now...
ごめんね。
Kurisu speaks, her voice barely a whisper. I feel something wet on my hands. Wet and warm. Blood. Kurisu's blood. Gushing from her wound. It's warm but not hot. And yet, it feels like it's burning my hands. I try to pull the knife out. If I can stop the bleeding, then maybe she'll be okay. But my hands won't move. It's like they've turned to stone. My arms, my fingers. No matter how hard I try, they won't move an inch. Kurisu's breathing quickly grows laboured. She's suffering. I didn't mean for this to happen. This isn't what I wanted. Why won't my hands move? I want to pull the knife out. I want to ease her pain. Why won't my body obey me? It's as if someone else is in control. Kurisu's body convulses against mine. The pain must be unbearable. Is there nothing I can do to help her? I want to cry.
どうして
The only thing I can do is ask.
あれでも父親だから私ずっと認められたかった。パパに認めて欲しくていつも勉強でも今さら分かった。パパは私なんて認めたくなかった。バカみたいよね。なのになんで私パパをかばったのかな。ごめんなさい。見ず知らずのあなたを巻き込んで。
Yeah, you do have a gaping wound in your body. She gonna say, am I going to die?
私
Yep.
死ぬのかな。死にたくないよ。こんな終わり。いや。
Her voice is fading fast. Don't die. Please don't die on me. But my prayers are in vain. And she's gone. Her body suddenly grows heavy. I can no longer hear the sound of her breathing. And yet the blood from her wound is still warm. Oof. I killed her. I killed her. The one who killed Kurisu was me. I'm almost certain that's reused. Well, we did that scream with Mayuri at one point. It might have been the first time she died, actually. As I scream, another me looks down from above. That's the scream that we heard. As he hears the sound of my despair, the last piece of the puzzle clicks into place. The scream I heard that day was my own. Oh.
オカリンおじさん
Someone pulls at my arm.
だっておじさ
I feel hands slip under my shoulders and drag me away. The knife is in my hands pulls free of Kurisu's chest. A fresh torrent of blood follows it, still warm.
クリス
Oh no.
目を開けてくれよ起きろよ
んしっかりしておじさん今すぐここを離れないと人が来ちゃう
ごめん殺すつもりなかった俺は助けようとなんでこんな
Someone puts my arm over their shoulder and hauls me to my feet, then drags me away step by step. I don't have the strength to resist. Guilt and regret are the only things inside of me. I killed Kurisu twice. Whoa.
とにかく戻らなきゃおじさんまだ諦めちゃダメ大丈夫だからきっと大丈夫だからしっかり捕まってて
I feel someone push me hard from behind. Next, they take the knife away. My fingers are like solid rock. They have to be pried open one by one. I failed to save Kurisu. Worse, convergence made me kill her. The past has already been decided. It was impossible to change it from the start. That's an interesting looking keyboard. Someone drags me out of the time machine. I crumple on the spot, powerless to even stand.
うお、もう帰ってきたお。まだ1分も経ってないのに。
おかり
Oh no. Mayuri rushes over to me. She looks at my face in concern. But even her concern is too much for me to bear. Please don't talk to me. Just leave me alone.
ちょ、オカリン血まみれじゃん。どうしたん？
父さんタオルと水あと服も今すぐ手に入れてきて
どういうことか説明プリーズ。
Explanation, por favor.
いいから早く
わかったお。
Dora runs back inside the building.
おかり大丈夫しっかりして死なないで
Oh, she thinks it's his blood.
大丈夫怪我してるわけじゃないよ
Leave me alone. I don't deserve your concern. Save Kurisu? What a joke. Not only did I fail to save her, I took her life with my own two hands. Oof. 3 weeks ago, in this very spot. I killed her. I murdered her.
無駄だったんだ何をやっても無駄だ全部決まってしまっていることなんだよ同じだ参りの時と同じなんだどれだけもがいたって結果は同じになる
We have a time machine, shouldn't we give it another try? No, it's not that simple. No matter how many times I try, the result will converge on Kurisu's death. Even if I throw the knife away, fate will find some other way to kill Kurisu. Maybe Nakabachi will kill her. Maybe I'll trip and push her down the stairs. Maybe she'll just drop dead for no reason. The cause doesn't matter. The effect will always be the same. It doesn't matter if I time leap or if I time travel. Going to the past won't change the result. Maybe a D-mail could shift divergence enough to take us to another attractor field, but there's no way to control what might happen. D-mail is a shot in the dark. It's useless. Useless. Everything is useless.
無駄だよ 無駄なんだ。何もかも無駄なんだよ。俺はやっぱりクリスを助けられないんだ。
Oh no.
分かってた。分かってたんだ。こうなるって予想してたんだ。もう疲れた。ずっと休んでないんだ。だからもういいよ。
Oh! She slapped him. A burning numbness spreads through my cheeks. Mayuri hit me.
何
Or through my cheek.
お
She's never done anything like this before. The shock is enough to bring me to my senses. Mayuri looks at me with tears streaming down her cheeks. Her small body gently embraces mine, though I'm still covered in Kurisu's blood.
オカリンは途中で諦める人じゃないよ。マユシーは知ってるもん。いつもね、絶対に最後まで諦めたりしない。覚えてる？マユシーがおばあちゃんのお墓の前で毎日助けてって心の中でつぶやいていた時、オカリンも毎日マユシーに会いに来てくれたよね。雨の日も雪の日も諦めずにマユシーの横に来て、マユシーの名前ずっと呼び続けてくれたよね。マユシーはね、オカリンが最後までそばにいてくれたから、おばあちゃんとしっかりお別れすることができたんだよ。ね。だからオカリン、マユシーはよくわからないけど諦めちゃダメだよ。元気出してほしいよ。
Mayuri's gentle warmth envelops me. I cling to that warmth, but it's not enough to heal my heart.
でも俺が殺してしまったんだ。
The person most precious to me who I wanted so desperately to save.
俺が殺した。
オカリン。
I can still feel the knife in my hand. I can still feel her fading heartbeat. I look at my hands over Mayuri's shoulder. They're red with blood. Kurisu's blood. The shaking won't stop. Tears fall, washing away the blood. Guilt and despair are tearing my soul. If Suzuha hadn't taken the knife, I might have slit my own throat in that very spot. This reality is too much to bear. But I realise that this is retribution, my just punishment for taking the godlike power of time travel and using it to distort the past. Kurisu can't be saved. That has been proven beyond a doubt. At the very least, I can't save her. Not even with Mayuri's encouragement.
無駄なんだ。
無駄じゃないよ。
Suzuha speaks, her voice full of conviction, and immediately afterwards, I hear familiar melody, my male tone. Mayuri takes my phone out of her pocket. She's been looking after it.
オカリン、メールが。
Eh? I like how it's my male tone. I don't have a male tone. I turned that shit off. Because it was interrupting with, like, the songs and stuff and with dialogue. Mayuri gently puts my phone into my hand. I don't have the energy to check my mail, but for some reason Suzuha gestures for me to look at it. You got mail! Aha! It's the same person. I reluctantly open my inbox. Wait. Turn on the TV. What? Turn on the TV? That's all it says. The sender is unfamiliar. Is this a prank? Spam? I'm bewildered. I don't know who sent this. But then I happen to glance at the send time, and the shock is like a lightning bolt to the brain. The day it was sent. Oh. Oh. It doesn't tell me that shit. Oh, that's bull. It just says it's the same day. August 21st. It doesn't say the year. That would have been nice, then I would have realised. 2025. 15 years in the future. Is this before Okabe dies? Just before he dies? No. Is this? It doesn't even occur to me to wonder if my phone has malfunctioned. After all, I know this phenomenon. Email! I look up at Suzuha. She sees my confusion and looks at my phone.
聞いた通りだ。本当に届いた。
Hmm? Judging by her surprise, I guess she doesn't know much. Suzuha left from 2036, that's 11 years after this email was sent. Does that mean it's not related to her?
テレビってどういうことなのかな。
It means we should turn on the TV.
見ろって書いてあるじゃん。何かを伝えたいんだよ。
おい、買ってきたお。
Doro comes back with a convenient stop bag right on time. Fortunately, my phone has TV reception. Oh. As soon as I switch it on, I see a news reporter standing in some foreign airport. Then a jumbo jet in the background. Looking closer, I see burns near the plane's tail. God. The caption says, "Fire on Russian airlines."
成田発モスクワ行きのロシアン航空801便が飛行中に火災事故を起こしたとロシア当局から発表がありました。ロシアン航空801便は日本時間11時5分に成田空港を出発しましたが、モスクワへの到着直前になって貨物室から火災が発生。ドモジェドボ国際空港に緊急着陸し、速やかに乗客の避難が行われました。この事故での死傷者はありません。事故を起こしたロシアン航空801便にはロシアへの亡命を表明していた日本の
A Japanese physicist. The screen changes and the camera cuts to what appears to be the airport lobby. A man is standing there surrounded by reporters. When I see his face, my breath catches in my throat. Nakabachi, as I thought.
ドクター中鉢氏こと牧瀬正一さんが乗っており、先ほど現地にて報道陣に向けてコメントしました。
I still haven't recovered from the shock of murdering Kurisu. The image on the TV seemed like something from a dream. Did they say Nakabachi sought asylum in Russia? I didn't think people still did that in this day and age. I mean, all you need is a passport to travel to Russia.
無事にこの素晴らしきロシアに亡命することができて実に喜ばしい限りだ。私を受け入れてくれたロシア政府には深く感謝している。
What happened on the plane? Read the subtitles at the bottom of the screen.
機内が焦げ臭かったが、私は全く冷静だったよ。一部の乗客が騒いでいたが、私が一括してやるとおとなしくなった。
Nakabachi responds confidently. He certainly doesn't look like a man who could strangle his own daughter.
無事着陸させた機長には賛辞を送りたいね。彼はこの私と私が書いた人類史に残る論文を救ったという意味でまさに英雄だよ。
The subtitle change to, "Is that thesis related to your request for asylum?" Nakabachi nods theatrically.
いかにもしこの論文が失われたら人類科学の発展は100年の遅れを見ることになっただろう。未来の人類の在り方を決定づけるほどに重大な論文なのだよ、これは。
What is your thesis about?
人類史上初のタイムトラベル実現に関する論文だ。わかるか？タイムトラベルだよ。この私、ドクター中鉢がその発明に世界で初めて成功したのだ。
Actually, you haven't done shit. Nakabachi's tone quickly grows feverish. Now he's talking directly to the camera. Moreover, he's not talking about the accident at all. He's just promoting his research. He presents something to the camera. It's the envelope, the one Kurisu gave him.
この中だ。この中に私がまとめた人類の夢が詰まっておる。近いうちに学会で発表する予定だがね。その時全人類は驚愕し、やがて私を称えることになるだろう。
I have no right to condemn Nakabachi for his actions, not when it was my hand that took Kurisu's life. But at the same time, I can't stop myself from recalling the words Kurisu spoke, that that hurt betrayed tone that triggered Nakabachi's violence.
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたのに。
Do those words not echo in his ears too? How can he stand there and present his murdered daughter's work as if it was his own, and look so proud of himself while doing it? I hear my teeth grinding in my head.
もともとこの封筒はスーツケースに入れて貨物室に預ける予定だった。実際そうしていたら、論文は貨物室で焼け焦げ、人類の夢はそこで終わってしまっただろうな。しかし、まるで神が私に世界にドクター中鉢の偉大さを知らしめようと言わんばかりに、こんな運命のいたずらを起こした。
Nakabachi thrusts his open hand at the camera.
その神による技がこれだ。これが封筒に入っていたおかげで荷物を預ける際に金属探知機に引っかかってしまってな。私は封筒だけをスーツケースから出して機内に持ち込んだのだ。先ほど機長は英雄だと言ったが、人類の夢を守った真の英雄はこの小さな人形であるとも言える。
Sitting in the palm of his hand is a lump of silvery metal barely 5 centimeters tall. Oh god, is it a metal Oopa? It's the fucking Oopa that Mayuri lost. Mayuri points at the screen. I look closer. That lump of metal in Nakabachi's hand. It's not just any lump of metal. It's the metal Oopa. It's hers! Wow. Oopa is a mascot character from the popular card game Rhino Access Battlers. You can see Oopa merchandise everywhere in Akihabara, from capsule toys to phone straps and other accessories. But of all Oopa merchandise, the most rare is the metal Oopa. The very same metal Oopa that Nakabachi is presenting to the camera. Near the bottom of the metal Oopa, I can see cute letters written in bright red magic marker. The letters read, Mayushi's.
マジだ。なんでそれをドクター中鉢が？
あの発表会の会場でね、落としちゃったの。探したけど見つからなくて諦めてたんだけど、このおじさんが持ってたんだ。もしやじゃ返してもらいに行けないよ。
I stare at the screen in disbelief. My body is shaking, goosebumps break out over every inch of flesh. I know what this is.
Butterfly
Effect.
effect.
3 weeks ago, Mayuri dropped her metal Oopa in the assembly hall of Radican. That tiny figure, a mere child's toy, went on to decide the fate of mankind. It rescued the Nakabachi paper from the fire. And in doing so, it laid the foundation for World War III.
スザお前はこれを知っていたのか？
Nope. Suzuha answers with a look of apology.
さっきの2025年からの D メールは誰が送ってきたんだ？
Whoever it was clearly meant for us to see the news about Dr. Nakabachi.
ごめん。
Sorry? About what? Who is she apologizing for?
ちゃんと説明しなくてごめん。でもさ、どうしてもオカリンおじさんには一度マキセ・クリスの命を救うのを失敗してもらわなくちゃいけなかったんだ。
Oh god, that's awful. What?
俺を騙したのか？
騙したわけじゃない。段取りとして必要なことらしいの。そう指示された。
Told? By whom?
オカリンおじさんに辛い思いさせちゃったことは謝る。
どういうことか説明しろ。
その必要はないよ。
Suzuha points to the phone in my hand.
聞けばわかる。
聞くって何を？
その携帯にもうすでに入ってるはずだよ。
Wait, what?
2025年のオカリンおじさん自身からの伝言が。 ムービーメール その携帯に
Movie mail.
受信してるよね
I can't check. Bugger. She's right. When was that again? July 28th, right after I met Kurisu for the first time. Just as I was about to contact Mayuri, I received a mysterious video mail from an address I had never seen before. That was the mail that's below the mail we just got. Is that what she's talking
だ
about?
が何も映っていなかった。ノイズしか入っていなかった。
Yep.
今なら
Suzuha grins.
マキセ・クリスの命を救うのに一度失敗した今なら
How the fuck would that work?
見ることができるはずだよ
That was one hell of a variable. Did you fail to save Kurisu? Yes. Unlock video. How the hell? Are you kidding me? Is that even possible? That's what I'm asking. Oh, here we go. Oh, I was going to say, is it a cutscene? Is it the second It is! It does have an attachment. I'm not convinced, but I checked my phone anyway just to be sure. And there I find a saved video mail. Oh, pardon me. When I checked the sender's address, I realised that it's from the same address as the D-mail just now. I've got the bloody hiccups again. SG-EPK. So they're from the same person, and this person is me in 15 years? 15 years, 2025, the year I die, according to Suzuha. I sent this message on the eve of my death, a message to myself in 2010. Suzuha said there was a plan to reach Steins Gate. Open the attachment. Could that plan be in this video? Mayuri and Daru peek over my shoulder. I take a deep breath, and press play with a trembling finger. Nothing appears on the screen but noise. Nothing has changed after all. There's no hidden message or anything. Ah. The noise suddenly dissolves, revealing the silhouette of a man. It looks like the video was shot somewhere dark. I can't see the man's face. Unkempt hair, a lab coat, that's all I can make out.
この人が15年後のオカリンなん？
So it sounds like it.
きっとそうだよあのねなんとなくオカリンに似てる気がするもん
Really? Is this guy really me? My phone's tiny screen has become a window into the future. I can't believe I'm about to hear a message from myself.
メールは受け取ったか。テレビニュースを見るんだ。すでに見たならば、このまま聞いてくれ。
So that last mail was from him, not me. From me. It doesn't feel real.
はじめまして。だな。15年前の俺。
15年後のオカリン声が渋くなってるよ
Oh my god.
俺は2025年からこうしてムービーメールを送っている。原理については D メールと同じだ。お前はこのベータ世界線到達とともに電話レンジカッコ仮を破棄した。そうだな。しかし俺はお前
Oh my god.
1年もしないうちに再びタイムトラベル理論と向き合うことになる。向き合ってもう14年。それが俺というわけだ。
Oh.
その過程で36バイト以上の容量送信可能な D メール送信装置を作ることに成功した。このムービーメールを聞いているということは、お前はクリスを救うことに失敗したということだ。さぞ辛かっただろう。お前の気持ちはよくわかる。なぜなら俺は15年後のお前なんだからな。そうだ。俺も失敗した。失敗したまま15年が過ぎたよ。なぜお前にあえて失敗させたかわかるか。必要なことだった。その失敗後の15年間、俺に 執念を与えてもらうためにな。お
Oh.
前はクリスを助けようとして失敗した。お前自身がクリスを殺した。その悔しさ、その罪悪感が2025年にこの計画を完成させた俺へとつながったのだ。その執念があったからこそ俺はこのムービーメールをお前へと届けることができたのだ。知っての通り、世界はアトラクタフィールドにより収束を起こす。普通にタイムトラベルするだけではクリスを助けることができない。だからあえて一度失敗することでこうして因果を作った。下ごしらえのようなものだ。お前が失敗してくれたおかげでこの15年俺はひたすら研究に明け暮れた。ドクター中鉢が世界にタイムトラベルの論争をもたらし、世界中が戦争への道にひた走る中で俺は地下に潜って独自にタイムトラベルの研究を続けた。鈴葉が使っているタイムマシンは俺とダルの研究の賜物だが、その基礎理論はセルンが構築し、お前がなかったことにしてきた世界線においてマキセ・クリスが発展させたものだ。型式は C204 型。 C とクリスティーナの頭文字だ。それが意味するところは理解してもらえると思う。とにかく因果が成立した。計画の最終段階について話そう。ダイバージェンスを買う未知の世界線、シュタインズゲートに到達する計画だ。ちなみにシュタインズゲートと命名したのは俺だ。
Oh, okay.
なぜシュタインズゲートなのかはお前ならわかるはず。
It was just a tuney name we pulled out of our ass. That's what we said previously.
特に意味はない。
It sounds cool.
そうだろう。
Pretty much.
そのシュタインズゲートへ到達するのに必要な条件は2点ある。1つ、マキセ・クリスの命を救うこと。1つ、ドクター中鉢がロシアに持ち込んだ中鉢論文をこの世から葬り去ること。
Save Kurisu, destroy the paper.
だがその過去を変えようとしても無駄だった。お前は今そう思ったはずだ。世界は収束してしまう。その力が過去改変を許してくれなかった。そうだな。だが方法が間違っているだけだ。お前はクリスを助けることができる。いいか、よく聞くんだ。あの日7月28日、最初のお前は何も知らずにドクター中鉢の発表会に来ていたはずだ。その最初のお前自身が見たことはなかったことにしてはならない。それは確定した過去であり、世界線が収束した結果だからだ。だが騙すことはできる。どういうことだと言いたいのだろう。そう焦るな。これから説明する。
Oh man.
騙す相手はお前自身だ。
Okay.
最初のお前は血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスを目撃している。それを見ていなければこれまでのお前、さらにこれまでの俺のあらゆる行動がタイムパラドックスとなることがわかるか。 クリスの死を目撃したお前が D メールを送ったことで、それはエシュロンに捉えられてセルンの知るところとなった。アルファ世界線で経験したことを思い出せ。そこで起きたのはマユリの死だけではないはずだ。お前は生きているクリスと再会した。彼女を無理やりラボ面に迎え、共にタイムリープマシンを作った。わずか3週間だったが、お前はマキセ・クリスという一人の人間と共に過ごしたんだ。今そこにいるお前は、今ここにいる俺は、7月28日にクリスが死んだ。このベータ世界線だけで生きてきた岡部倫太郎ではない。お前の記憶にはアルファ世界線へ行き、クリスと共に生き、マユリを救うために多くの思いを犠牲にして、それでももがき続けた3週間の経験が存在しているはずだ。血まみれでラジガンの暗い通路に倒れているクリスの姿を見なければ
Nothing would have happened.
お前は誰に D メールを送ることもなかったし、それがエシュロンに捉えられることもなかった。その後クリスに再会した時、お前が妙なことを口走ることもなく、クリスがお前に興味を抱くこともなかった。そして今そこに立つお前がタイムトラベルしてでもクリスを助けたいと思うこともなかったんだ。2025年の俺がシュタインズゲートに到達するための計画を立てることもなく、2025年の俺がこうしてお前にムービーメールを送ることもなく、ダルと共に2036年までにタイムマシンを完成させることもなく、鈴葉がタイムマシンでお前の元へ現れることもなかった。お前が経験したわずか3週間の世界線漂流を否定してはいけない。なかったことにしてはいけない。いくつもの世界線を旅してきたからこそ、クリスを助けたいと強く願うお前がそこにいる。クリスを助けたいと願い、その後の人生全てをタイムマシン開発に捧げた2025年の俺がいる。お前が立っているその場所は、俺たちがクリスを助けたいと願ったからこそ到達できた瞬間なんだ。世界線をどれか一つでも移動しなかった俺では、その瞬間へは到達できなかったんだ。全て意味があったことなんだよ。俺の計画の下準備は完了した。あとはお前次第だ。
Oh.
最終ミッション、
Alcycon Grow?
オペレーションスクルドの概要を説明する。
Wait, is that a tip? It is! Skuld. So the youngest of the three Norns, goddesses of fate in Norse mythology. The three sisters tend the world tree Yggdrasil, which has roots in Erd's fountain. Skuld is the Norn of the future, also a Valkyrie. That's all of me tips. Hell yes, I think. Just want to double check. So, Oh yeah, I got every tip. Woohoo!
確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えろ。
Oh, is it a different song?
血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト、それを目撃した岡部倫太郎、その過去は確定している。だが逆に言えば確定しているのはそれだけだ。最初のお前を騙せ、世界を騙せ。それがシュタインズゲートに到達するための選択だ。健闘を祈るぞ、狂気のマッドサイエンティストよ。エル、プサイ、
Congrue. Yeah! Oh, there we go. Skull was added to tips. And with that, the video ends. I wonder, if I got a trophy... I don't care about trophies, but I'm curious, is there a trophy for getting every tip? Unless, maybe you just get all the tips regardless. Wait, I've unlocked more CG, I think. No, maybe not. Oh well. Bow, 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 bow. I was gonna look at something. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and look at CG, I can't do that. With that, the video ends. Mayuri and Daru looked dumbfounded. They obviously didn't understand a single word. I, however... Oh man, I like this song. Laughter bubbles up from the depths of my soul. Not minutes ago, I was lost in despair. I was ready to kill myself for what I had done. But now, I'm laughing. Operation Scold. El Sai Congrue.
33歳にもなって何をバカなこと言ってるんだ最初の俺を騙せとか世界を騙せとか中二病もいいところじゃないか
It's pathetic, laughable, a juvenile fantasy. But at the same time, it feels right.
いいだろうやってやるそれがシュタインズゲートの選択だというのならばな俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストおーい今日は
Oh my god.
世界を騙すなど造作もないやはりこの俺が世界を変えてやらねばならないようだな
Holy shit.
うわ、ここ何日かやけに真面目だったのにまたいつものオカリンに戻っちゃったじゃん。
でもねマユシーはこっちのオカリンの方が好きだよ。
ま、そうだけどさ、オカリンが変人じゃなきゃ僕も調子出ねえし。
Ocarina just isn't Ocarina unless he's laughing like an idiot.
おーい、今日はね、昔マユシーのことも助けてくれたんだよ。だから今度もね、きっとマキセクリスさんを助けられるよ。
でもさ、今のムービーメールって結局どういう意味なん？世界を騙せとか意味不明だわな。
それはね、マユシーもさっぱりなのです。
お前たちそんなこともわからないのか確定した過去は血まみれで倒れているマキセクリストそれを目撃した俺だけそれ以上でもそれ以下でもないクリスが血まみれで倒れていたのを見ただけそのクリスが生きていたのか死んでいたのかについて俺は観測していない
Isn't that right, future me? Mayuri tilts her head, she still doesn't get it.
つまりあの時の場面についてこういう可能性だって考えられるわけだクリスはぶちまけられた赤いペンキの上にうつ伏せに倒れて寝ていた
そうだったんだ。
Mayuri's eyes open wide in wonder. I give up, she's not going to understand.
ちょい待ち。でもさ、マキセクリスの事件のことはニュースなんかでも結構報じられてるわけで。
今は関係ないよ。あの日7月28日のオカリンおじさんが何を観測したかが問題なの。
そうなん？
Really? And that's because I'm not the Okabe Rintaro who lived on the Beta World Line after Kurusu died. I travelled to the Alpha World Line and back. I'm not bound by whatever effect Kurusu's death may have had during that time.
だから俺がやれることはあの日俺が見た光景だけを再現することクリスを死なせないようにしてな
それと半ばち論文もこの世から葬り去らないといけない。
That shouldn't be hard.
できる。
Yes. Just ensure that he doesn't get the Upa.
誰に物
If he gets the Uber, then the same event will happen. If he doesn't get the Uber, then the paper will just go up in smoke. Oh, yeah, whoops. I disregard the blank stares of my comrades and brush back my hair with a flourish. Oh my. Suzuha tightens her expression and nods firmly. Oh, 30 minutes. Okay. I squat against the roof's chain fence with my eyes closed. To refresh my memory, I pull out the drawers of my mental archive and sort through each file one by one. My actions that day, Mayuri's actions, my conversation with Kurizu Nakabachi's presentation. With those memories to guide me, I begin to draw up a plan for how to complete my mission. Oh, that was the... Okay. Oh. Okay. I open my eyes once I hear Mayuri's voice. What did you get us? I love this song. I take a deep breath and stand up. Mayuri's faster on her feet than Daru and I are, so I had her pick up some things for me. She went all the way to the lab and back in the sweltering heat, but she's not even breathing hard. She runs up to me with a triumphant smile, almost like a playful puppy, shaking her tail. In her hand is a plastic stick, about 30 centimeters long. I take it and nod in satisfaction. Plastic stick. She hands me a banana. I guess she's telling me not to time travel on an empty stomach. Oh. A sword? It looks like a lightsaber. Oh. Spark Wars. Oh my god. It's like non-infringing names. Spark Wars, Ghost in the Ball, Juju, Code Geass. I love it. Oh. I stuffed my cheeks with banana, enraptured by my own genius. I truly am a mad scientist. I put the Siloom saber into my pocket. It's about 30 centimeters long, so it sticks out a little, but I don't mind. I had Daru buy me a stun gun earlier. I pocket that too. With this, my preparations are complete. I give Suzuhara a glance. God, it's nighttime. In 30 minutes. Fuck me. Fantastic, Daft Punk song. I'm gonna say, she did say one more time, not one more trip. I'm gonna say, if it's one more trip, that's not a Daft Punk song. Our last chance. Woo! Hell yeah! I follow Suzuha into the time machine. While waiting for Mayuri to return, I asked Suzuha if there was a chance that I might run into myself from last time, in other words, the me who killed Kurisu. She replied that wasn't possible. The world line where I killed Kurisu is minutely different from the one to which the time machine will take us. Time travel has a very small effect on divergence, much too small to cause any noticeable changes, but enough to ensure that there can never be two versions of the same time traveller. Oh. However, it is important to remember that world lines are not parallel worlds. Ultimately, attractor field convergence merges them into a single world line. My actions are not meaningless. If I succeed in deceiving both myself and the world, the entire universe will converge upon a different future. Mayuri leans through the hatch and gently strokes my cheek. I return the smile and give her a thumbs up. I close the hatch as Naru and Mayuri see me off with words of encouragement. Suzuha has already operating the time machine. Suzuha speaks as she presses some buttons. No pressure. Instead of answering, I close my eyes. I find myself strangely calm. No impatience, no tension, none of the anxiety I felt the first time. How many times have I tasted failure? My hubris hurt those closest to me, my foolishness cost them their dreams. And even though those mistakes have been undone, the memories still remain as a brand on my heart. It all meant something. Every mistake, every sacrifice. Without them, I would not be standing here now. From that knowledge I draw strength, confidence and pride. The memories I shoulder deserve nothing less. And so I am no longer afraid. I will reach the unknown world line, Steins Gate. Its future is uncertain, but that is how it should be. For once I need not worry what fate has in store. Only one thing matters now. Saving Kurisu. Oh! Gravity pulls at my back. Rainbow lights start drifting through the compartment. It's time. This is my Ragnarok. Oh yeah! I exit the time machine onto the familiar rooftop. I love this song. It's so good. As before, it's empty. I can see the top of the train station a short distance away. This is the third time I've been here now. I run through the plan in my head one last time. Time is short, but I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I wait for Suzuha to break the lock, then I run inside just like last time. Ah, here we go. First and foremost, narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descend to the 7th floor. Last time I went all the way down to the 4th floor, but not this time. I direct my attention to the capsule toy machines near the landing. It's time for step 1. We get the metal Upa. Rainet Kakaru Character Doll Series. This is it. On July 28th, the first me won a super rare metal Upa from this very machine. No time to waste. I insert the 100 yen coin I prepared beforehand and turn the lever hard. A capsule falls into the slot. Just as I grab it, my heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. She's already here? I quickly turn and leave the area before Mayuri can see my face. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule toy machines that she doesn't realize who I am. Oh. Once I get down to the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. There it is. The metal Upa is inside. This is the prize that was meant for me. Which means the first me will get... The answer is obvious. Phase 1 is complete. Time for Phase 2. I turn around abruptly. There she is. Kurisu standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. My timing was perfect. Oh. Leave everything to me. I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to the first me. On July 28th, she came to me during Nakabachi's presentation. She claimed that I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway for further questioning. This is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember. I pat Kurisu on the shoulder, then race back up the stairs. I run to the 6th floor, then creep creep up towards the 7th floor, landing until I can just make out the capsule toy machines. Oh. As expected, there's the first me about to turn the lever in Mayuri's stead. I love how it's just muffled.
それはレアなのだ。
Here we go. I grinned to myself. It worked. The order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Upa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means...
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
The presentation's about to begin. The first me heads up to the 8th floor. But Mayuri doesn't move, she takes out a pen and starts signing the Upa. Just as planned. When Dr. Nakabachi defected to Russia on August 21st, he had Mayuri's metal Upa with him. If he had a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of the Nakabachi paper. But one question remains, how exactly did Mayuri's Upa fall into Dr. Nakabachi's hands? I mean, I have a feeling it was Kurisu that found the Upa, and then put it in the envelope because she thought it was cute. There's no reason why Nakabachi would pick it up. I watch as Mayuri finishes, signing her name, she nods in satisfaction, then runs after the first me. Just before she gets to the stairs, she puts the Upa into her coat pocket, but doesn't go in all the way. As she runs up the stairs, I see it fall out and roll away. Mayuri is completely oblivious, a moment later she disappears from sight. I look at the Upa lying on the floor. Does Nakabachi pick it up? How? He's in the middle of his presentation upstairs. He doesn't have any opportunity. No, Kurisu does. Knew it. That's when Kurisu comes from downstairs. Or comes up from downstairs. I quickly hide in the stairwell across the landing. Blech. Oh, that animation. So it was her. Kurisu reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen Upa and picks it up. So it was Kurisu who found the Upa. The butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changes the outcome of an accidental fire on one of what must be thousands of planes flying that day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. God, they've really picked an incredible song for this. It's so good! It's very simple, but I like it. It feels like a triumphant song. Kurisu looks curiously at the Upa, then looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Kurisu doesn't know who Mayuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't even acquainted yet. And also, it doesn't say Mayuri on it, it says Mayushi. After realizing there's no one around, Kurisu puts the Upa in her envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs too and head to the employee hallway. Right, this is where... There we go. Here's where it gets serious. I grip the Siloom saber and shake it silently, thus activating the red fluorescent reaction inside. It'll last about 10 minutes. It should get dim before Kurisu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nakabachi? One mistake and Kurisu will die.
何を恐れる。法院教魔。すべては俺の思惑通りに行くに決まっているさ。オペレーションスクルドに不備はない。何せこの俺が15年の時をかけて練り上げた計画なのだから、俺を信じる。この法院教魔を信じる。
Hohoin Kyoma will save Kurisu. I close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. There we go. Right on cue. There they are. Kurisu has come right on time. She leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now I know the reason behind that smile. It's the Upa inside. Oh. She's probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile really doesn't suit you, Kurisu. I stifle a chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way despite the current situation. Once Nakabachi appears, that's my signal to spring into action. I'll bring out the Sialoom saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out his knife. Then I'll scare him away and stun Kurisu. The stun gun I brought should handle both tasks flawlessly. That's the plan, at least. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Kurisu looks up. I can't see Nakabachi, but I know it's him.
話がある。聞いてるの？パパ。
Even the words she speaks are the same.
それは何だ？
パパがタイムマシーンの発表会をすると聞いて、私も考えてみたの。タイムマシーンは作れるのかどうか。
The atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakabachi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure. And the first me is probably at fault for that, at least partially. Looks like it's about time for Nakabachi to go ballistic. I grip the Sialoom saber and make one final check. It's already dimmed down. Now all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip and the fake blood will... Uh-oh. My breath catches in my throat. In the darkness of my hiding spot, I bring the Sialoom saber close to my eyes and peer inside. The fake blood has begun to coagulate. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for around 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it a defective? Come to think of it, we never tested the Sialoom saber. It can only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did. How could I have failed to consider the possibility? If I'd had half a brain, I would have brought a spare. This is bad. The plan is falling apart.
私は追放されたのではない。
Bloody hell. Nakabachi's shrill shriek startles me.
あの連中は私のレベルの高さに嫉妬するしか能がなかった。そんな奴らに嫌気がさして私の方が見切りをつけたのだ。
怒鳴らないでよ。
The time won't stop for me. How do I recover from this setback? I can't leave. Nakabachi is about to attack his daughter. If I'm making my appearance after that, it'll be the same as last time. I'll end up killing Kurisu again. No matter what, I can't let that happen. What do I do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? No, remember what Suzuha said. There's not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance.
ねえ、久しぶりに会ったことだし、いろいろと話したいんだけど、パパは今青森に住んでるんだっけ？
帰れ。さっさとアメリカに帰れ。二度と顔を見せるな。
でも
何が意見が聞きたいだ。何が共同証明だ。本心ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思っていないだろうが。
My heart is pounding. I'm sweating like crazy. It feels like I've just run a marathon. I cover my mouth to suppress the sound of my breathing.
私は哀れんどるのか、それとも蔑んどるのか。娘の物罪で。
何言ってるのよ。落ち着いて。
私は十分落ち着いておる。指図するな。
Oh dear. Nakabachi is about to snap. Events are proceeding just like last time, barreling inexorably towards disaster. Please, I find myself begging, make time stop. But another voice from within answers. Are you praying, Hohoin Gyoma? Have you forgotten?
私が今日この場にお前を呼んだ理由を教えてやる。勝ち誇りたかったのだよ。お前に私の研究の偉大さを見せびらかすことでな。お前が絶望するほどの差を知らしめてやろうとしたのだ。
Change the future. Deceive the world.
なのにあの妙な若造のせいで全て台無しだ。そしてお前がそんな私を見て鼻で笑っていたのも知っているぞ。どこまで親をバカにすれば気が済む。
笑ってなんて。
この論文に意見が欲しいのか。意見ならここで言ってやる。この論文は私の名前で発表する。以上だ。
I won't call at the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Kurisu myself. She won't die again. Not at my hands. Not at anyone's.
まさかパパ盗むの？
なんだと？
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたのに。
Right, now it begins. Nakabachi strikes Kurusu on the cheek.
誰に対して口を聞いておるのだ。
It's starting. Nakabachi puts his hands around Kurisu's neck. Her cries of agony fill my ears. There's still a way to prevent Kurisu's death. That puddle of blood I saw beneath Kurisu's body. There's one more way to reproduce it. One more way. One last chance. It's a gamble to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effect it might have on the Steins Gate world line. Right, I remember this. Like the one more way. It's very reckless.
気持ちがわかるか。なぜお前はそんなに優秀なんだ。私はお前が憎い。存在そのものが疎ましいのだよ。私より優秀な人間などこの世にいてはならんのだ。わかるか。屈辱なのだ。娘が親より優秀でいい道理などない。だから遠ざけた。お前と親子だと思われるのが耐えられなかった。お前がいたせいで。お前のせいで。
It matters not. I am Hahuin Kyoma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for a predetermined future. Calmly, I step out from my hiding spot. Nakabachi looks at me in disbelief, his eyes are wide and bloodshot.
さっきのお前のせいで私の発表会は台無しだ。
Nakabachi lets go of Kurisu. Oh god. As she disintegrates.
僕も抜け抜けと私の前に顔を出せたな。どいつもこいつも私の邪魔ばかりする。さてはお前クリスと示し合わせていたな。そうだ、そうなんだろう。
Yeah, we sure did.
許さんぞガキども。
Nakabachi pulls the knife from his pocket. Its blade reflects cold light. Once I see that glint, I laugh disdainfully. Ooh.
そう何者だ。
我が法院教知らないなら覚えておけ。フェニックスの法王に陰、そして凶悪なる真実で法院教魔だ。俺は混沌を望む者、世界の支配構造を破壊する者、そしてお前の野望を打ち砕く者。
Kurisu staggers to her feet with her hand to her neck. I dismiss Kurisu's plea and instead turn to Nakabachi with my arms spread wide.
どうしたドクター中町。お前の威勢は口だけか。この俺を殺すのではなかったのか。もっとも神に等しい力を持つこの俺を殺すことなどお前ごときには無理だろうがな。
ふざけるな。
Nakabachi goes into a frenzy. He charges me with his knife point first. Nakabachi's completely lost his mind. I can see it in his eyes. He won't stop. And if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body. Yep, there's the other way.
貴様には俺を殺すことはできない。絶対にな。
The knife approaches, its point glitters menacingly in the dim light. Inches away, I don't move a muscle. Oh god, this is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. Oh. Intense pain rips through my abdomen. I feel the cold steel sink into my body. He did it. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Kurisu. The pain flares, it feels like my insides are being torn out. Nakabachi yanks out the knife, blood gushes from the open wound. The iron taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. My body's on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle desperately to stay on my feet. Oof.
ざまみろ私をバカにするからだ
I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. The electric arc crackles to life inches away from Nakabachi's face. He instantly turns pale. I spear him with my glare and take a step forward. A wave of nausea surges over me. Blood spews from my throat. But I don't look away, I keep my eyes fixed on Nakabachi. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Runs away with his tail between his legs.
そっちの娘も全員皆殺しだ。動い
ちゃダメよ。
Now Kurusu runs up to me, she holds me and supports my body.
ここになって今すぐ救急車を呼ぶから。
So lie down, I'll call an ambulance. I don't know why I read that. What is she doing? Trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for a Sundara. Back when I was trying to save Mayuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time... Oh, I'm going to save you. Well, technically we already had. Or have. Yeah, we already have saved her. We're the one that got stabbed. Kurusu convulses. Strength leaves the legs she used to support me. She collapses. Poof. Unconscious. Good shit. Psh. I'm sorry. I sent her my silent apology.
娘は後でたっぷり食べて殺してやる。中鉢、まずは貴様だ。
Oh god. He runs away. Nakabachi tosses his knife away with a pitiful cry. He takes a step back, 2 steps back. There we go. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakabachi turns and flees down the hallway toward the elevator. But first he makes sure to pick up the envelope Kurusu dropped. How shrewd of him. Oh my god. I touch my wound. Ugh. The lightest touch sends pain coursing through my body. I fall to my knees. I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. I press my hand into the wound. Oh no. Still not done. Yeah, we're making a pool of blood. I reach for my stomach, wet and glistening with blood. I take a breath, then drive my fingers into the wound. Whoa. The pain is like nothing I've ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw back my head. Well, that also makes the scream. I scream until my throat is raw. Oh, the noise. I can't stop now. Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed strength into my hands and pull the wound wider. Oh god! Oh. Fucking Jesus. My blood paints the floor crimson.
おかりおじさん
Suzuha runs up to me.
その傷何やってんの？何やってんのよ。バカ、よりによってこんな失敗するなんて。おじさん、
何を勘違いしている。スザン、この床を見て気づかないのか。
床？
十分な出血量だ。そう思うだろう。
She looks down and beholds my masterpiece.
血だまりが。
To deceive myself. To deceive the world. The stage is set.
でもこれじゃおじさんが死んじゃうよ。
死ぬわけないだろうが。俺を誰だと
Who do you think I am?
狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。おい、京馬だぞ。
おじさん。
If convergence holds, then it's already determined that I don't die. Not here. I die in 2025. That's a fixed event on the Beta World line. That was my bet. I intentionally provoked Nakabachi to rage. I took the knife meant for Kurisu and survived. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out the plan. Though I have to admit, I didn't think it would hurt this much. There's no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of that world line is still undecided. There's no reason it can't include my death. How ironic. I made a bet based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die, but winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. I twist my lips into a smile, time to put the finishing touch on my masterpiece.
スザー、クリスの体を。
As gross as that is, though. You have to put an unconscious body in a pool of someone else's blood. Ugh. Gross. Suzo picks up the unconscious Kurisu, then lays her face down on top of my blood puddle. Nice. Kurisu doesn't wake up, she's perfectly still. But she's definitely breathing. I struck her hair gently.
痛かったか。
Did it work? Oh.
すまなかった。だが、お前を救うためだったんだ。たとえあの3週間の日々は戻らなくても、お前に生きていてほしかったから。
Even if we reach Steins Gate, even if Kurisu lives, even if I don't die, we'll never meet again. Kurisu will never join the lab. We will never build the time leap machine together. But still, I'm glad I was able to save her.
さよなら。
Please stay unconscious for a while. I need you to deceive the first me. While Suzuha goes to pick up the knife, I use the wall to climb to my feet.
作戦完了。これより帰還する。
Oof.
おじさん、無茶しすぎだよ。バカにも程がある。
バカとは失礼だな。 すべて計画通りだろう。
喋らないで。すぐに戻るから。8月21日に戻るから。なんとか G に耐えてね。ああ、くそ。せめて応急手当てができたらよかったんだけど、これにはそんなの載せてないんだよ。
I feel pressure crush my body. My wound throbs, I feel like groaning. But I bite my lip and bear it. Rainbow lights fill my vision. The time machine is activating. Suzuha wraps my wound with a towel.
おじさん、この先にはさ、きっとシュタインズゲートが待ってる。私もおじさんも誰も知らない世界が待ってる。おじさんは生きていて、マキセ・クリスも生きていて、シーナ・マユリも生きていて、私は2010年にタイムトラベルしてくることはなくて、第三次世界大戦が起きるかどうかは分かんない世界線だけど、セルンのディストピアが構築されるかどうか分かんない世界線だけど。
Someone's warm hand grasps mine. Tightly, tightly.
未来にはさ、希望が満ちてるって信じられるような世界が待ってるよ。
Do we pass out? I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe, but my pain feels distant now.
そこに到達したら、きっと私は消える。一緒にシュタインズゲートにたどり着いたことをお祝いすることはできないはずだから、ここでお礼を言っておくよ。
The warmth of her hand slowly fades away.
ありがとう、おじさん。死なないで、生きてでさ、きっと7年後に会おうね。
Oh, because that's when she's born. It's time to go home. Mayuri and Aro are waiting. Whoa. And with them a future that is yet to be written. Oh. Is that the credits? No. No? Yes, yes! Oh wow. Oh god, the credits look like drunk. They're all wavy. Well, there we go. That's the credits, but it's not over. Oh, there's a lot of stuff after the credits. It's kind of similar to Mayuri's ending, where you had you had the credits and then it had like post-credit stuff, like post-credit scenes. The true ending has that as well. It has a lot more of it actually, to be honest. Oh, it's a different song. This should actually be the last movie we unlock too. I think. I'm not too sure though. Aka Effie. God, that was a great game. A lot longer. A lot longer than I had ever thought. Depending on how much longer it takes, it's looking like probably like 90 parts, which is a lot for a VM. I mean, just to put it into perspective, Valhalla only took 25. I mean, granted, that had a lot less choice, and that was mostly just reading a book. Well, I mean, a visual novel is just reading a book. That was stupid to say. I guess Valhalla was just a lot shorter in general, but I did not expect Steins Gate to be literally 60 hours. It's been good though. I do wonder how long it would have taken me if I hadn't done all the other endings. In all fairness, I probably would have only saved like 5 hours. But if I had just gone straight for the true ending, I probably would have been like 5 hours or so less. Still not much though. Like 10 episodes or parts. So that's all that would be different. But I'm glad I decided to do all the endings. Yeah, because they were good. I still can't believe that the first ending you actually get is Suzuha's, which is by far the darkest one. Darkest and most fucked up. Whereas all the other ones are, you know, fairly simple. Faris is... I'd say Faris is actually the happiest. No one dies. I'm pretty sure Kurisu doesn't die. The only downside is everybody forgets who Okabe is. But in general, for characters that live, Faris is easily the happiest one. Aside from the true ending, of course. Then you got Lukako's, which is... Well, I mean, it's bittersweet, Lukako's. Because in the end, they're a couple. They have a child together. Okabe and Lukako. The only downside is that Mayuri dies on that ending. In Mayuri's ending, Kurisu dies. Kurisu's ending, Kurisu dies. I do find it's kind of shitty that both Mayuri's and Kurisu's end the same way, technically. Yeah, I mean, it still ends with you going to the Beta World line and leaving Kurisu behind. Well, also letting Kurisu die. Well, what can you do? These credits seem longer than normal. I think. I'm not entirely sure though. I still can't believe that the true ending triggered from some fake credits. Like, that's just incredible. And not expected. It definitely got me, that's for sure. Alright. Well, there we go. We saved Kurisu. And saved the world. Alright. There we go. End of credits. I think. Maybe. Yes, no. Maybe so. There we go. Whoa. Ah, there we go. I was waiting for that to pop up. 5 PB Games. Science Adventure Team. Since 2007. Oh, the SAT. The Science Adventure Team. That's the genre, isn't it? Science Adventure. And you know what a science adventure show is because it has the name, semicolon, name. Robotic Notes, Chaos Head, Chaos Child, Occultic 9, Steins Gate, obviously. I think Steins Gate was the start. So this is the Steins Gate world line. 1, 0, 4, 8, 5, 9, 6. Oh. So this is Steins Gate. Is it? Alright. It's been a month since then. My wound was deep enough to require surgery. If I'd been just 1 hour late getting to the hospital, I would have died from blood loss. The doctor laughed as he told me this. Hilarious. We don't even have a day meter anymore. After being cooped up in the hospital for so long, it's exciting to walk around Akiba again. I look around to see if Akiba's any different from what I remember, but nothing catches my eye. I just get the feeling that there are more moe shops than before. The mysteries of divergence. I chuckle to myself, then dig into my pocket. Something jingles. The metal Ooper. Oh, never mind. It's got everybody's name! 8! There are metal pins inside, 8 of them. Okabe, Shina, Hashida, Makise, Kiryu. I can't remember Lukako's surname. It's like Urishibara, or something like that. Faris and Amane. 2010. The bottom of the 2 didn't fall off. The Future Gadget Laboratory members' badges. They're designed based on the pin Suzuha brought from the future. Which world lines Suzuha was that again? Anyway, back then, we searched all over Akiba for that pin. And while I was hospitalized, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to ask Daru to have them made. And of course, the one we commissioned to make them was that shady foreign street vendor. The final product is slightly different from Suzuha's, but it's pretty well done. I pass through the archway of Yanabayashi Shrine and head to the courtyard. There, brandishing a sword with sublime dignity, stands a Miko. The Miko is so lovely that anyone would doubtless stop to stare. But that's not a Miko, and that's not a real sword. That sword is a 980 yen imitation, and that beautiful Miko is a guy. Lukako lifts his head at the sound of my footsteps. As soon as our eyes meet, he runs up to me in a fluster. His eyes are already wet with tears.
ああ、そうだ。
そんな、すみません。僕、何も知らなくて。
知らなくて当然だ。教えていないからな。でも、無事に退院できてよかったです。僕、嬉しい。
And then he starts crying in earnest. Seeing his tears, I feel an urge to pat his head and tell him everything will be alright. I resist and sigh instead.
それを天然でやっているんだから、そりゃ鮮烈なコスプレデビューも飾るわけだ。 ファンクラブまでできてるらしいじゃないか。
Haha. Mayuri filled me in on the situation. After years of persistent nagging, she finally convinced Lukako to cosplay near the end of summer break. It wasn't in time for Komima, but he wore one of Mayuri's costume to a cosplay event in early September. His cosplay debut was effective. Dozens of photographers took his picture and the images soon went viral on the net. Try to look up pictures of Lukako now and you'll get tons of hits. Or you'll get a ton of hits. He's being swarmed by fans, and since he's what they call a trap, he's popular with girls too. There are some things in this world I just don't understand.
正直すごく戸惑ってます。
だが、お前のコスプレ姿、俺も生で見てみたかったぞ。
無理です。岡部さんになんてそんな恥ずかしくて死んじゃいます。
だが楽しかったのだろう。マユリがそう言っていた。
Aw.
成長したな、ルカ子。
He's overcome his feelings of inadequacy and accepted himself for who he is. And he even had fun doing it.
岡部さ、じゃなくて京馬さんが教えてくれた精神三魔流のおかげです。神道滅却できました。
He surely is a worthy disciple.
だがまだまだ油断するな。次なる目標は精神三魔流の極意継承。それさえ得得すれば、お前は己の中に封印されている邪悪な炎に焼かれることもないだろう。その時こそ首都秋葉原を守る巫女漆原ルカの物語は始まるのだ。
始まるって何がでしょうか。
それは叱るべき時が来たら教え
I
る。
reach into my pocket and take out a pin.
ラボメンナンバー006漆原ルカ、お前にこれを授けよう。
Arushibara, that was it. Lukako nervously accepts the pin with a confused expression.
僕ラボメンにいつ入ったんでしょう。
Just now.
その記憶は遥か彼方、あるいは前世まで遡るかもしれない。
Oh.
前世？
お前は生まれた時からすでにラボメンだったのだ。故に誇るがいい。
It's not an exaggeration, it's the truth. Lukako most likely doesn't remember. But it's okay, even if I'm the only one who does.
嫌か。
Oh my god.
すごく嬉しくて。
He starts crying again.
僕ずっと京馬さんの研究所の仲間に憧れていて、入りたいなって思っていて、でも勇気がなかったから言い出せなかったんです。ありがとうございます。
He bows his head.
それは世界にたったの8個しかない貴重なものだ。お前を最悪から守ってくれるマジックアイテムでもある。
そうなんですか？
No.
だからなくても。
Lukako nods with a joyful smile on his face. Too cute. There we go. Okay, so we're going through all of the different characters and giving them a pin. I pass through May Queen's door for the first time in forever. Faris runs over to greet me. She suddenly links arms with me. At first I get a little flustered when something soft touches my elbow, but then I break into cold sweat once I feel the murderous glares of the surrounding Faris fans.
ああ、地獄の底から蘇ってきた。
I tear Faris off of me and take a deep breath.
さすが法王院の血にゃ。不死鳥の名を抱くのは伊達じゃないにゃ。
I see she's still making up her own backstories of people, or for people. It boggles the mind that this crazy cat girl is behind the redevelopment of Akihabara. Maybe the world's just messed up.
マユシーは今日はお休みだにゃ。
知っている。
She shows me to my table, where I order iced coffee.
そうそう、 メイクインは2号店を出すことが決まったのにゃ。しかも中央通り沿いなのにゃ。すごいにゃ、す
Oh my god.
そうなのか。どうせ再開発計画の責任者の権限を最大限に利用しているんだろ。
No doubt the recent explosion of Moe shops is her doing. I think she's getting a little carried away.
今日まあこれはやらなければいけない使命なのにゃ。萌えの力を今こそこの聖地に集結させることで奴らの来たるべき大攻勢に備えてるのにゃ。
何？奴らが俺が入院している間に目覚めたというのか。
そうにゃ。京馬がいない隙を突かれたにゃ。
Oh my god.
奴らの負荷が先かこの町のメイド・オブ・エンブリオが先か一刻を争うのにゃ。フェイリスもライネット AB の大会に出て必死でカルマの充電に努めてるけどさすがに一人じゃきついにゃ。
What the hell does she mean by karma? Over the past month, Faris has started participating in Rhinet Access Battlers tournaments. Faris is the chairman of the Akihabara Redevelopment Project, a high school student, a popular waitress at a maid cafe, the president of the company founded by her father, and the head of the Akiha family. She should be incredibly busy, but I guess she couldn't stay away from Rhinet forever. Anyway, she went to her first official tournament, our very first official tournament, and snatched a dramatic victory. Faris is even more cheerful than usual now. I guess all it takes to feel fulfilled is to do the things you like to do.
狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、どうかお願いにゃ。奴らをこの町に近づけさせたら全てが汚れてしまうにゃ。
やむを得ないな。そういうことならば俺も契約の履行をせねばなるまい。そうだ、これを渡しておこう。
にゃ。
It's a pin! I take a pin out of my pocket and present it to Faris.
これは京馬、いつの間にこれを手に入れたのにゃ。
入院している間に
心の試練を乗り越えたというのかにゃ。やっぱり京馬は大した男にゃ。
Oh my god. I don't really get what's going on, so let's just nod for now.
ラボ面ナンバー007のピンバッジだ。どうしても俺の助けが欲しいときはそのピンバッジを握りしめてラ・ヨダ・スタセラと唱えるがいい。
La Yoda. Stasella. Faris and I smile at each other. And then we high five.
ありがとにゃ。未来ガジェット研究所は秋葉の希望にゃ。
Hmm.
今度遊びに行ってもいいかにゃ。
あ、もちろんだ。誰も喜ぶだろう。
Of course. So there's Faris. When I get back to the lab, I'm startled to find an unexpected visitor. Moeka! Nai! Oh god, Nai looks terrifying.
お、岡部。
Yo!
お前退院したのか。
ええ、まあ。
Tanuji, Yugo and Nai are standing out front. Kiryu Moeka is with them. The rounders who killed Mayuri on another world line. Nai hides behind her father when she sees me, like usual.
そうそう。紹介しとくぜ。
Tanuji indicates Moeka with his chin.
今日からうちでバイトすることになった子だ。
Oh. Moeka bows her head. She's silent as always, but at least she's not holding her phone. I guess that's some improvement.
見ての通り不愛想なやつだが、よろしくやってくれ。
よろしくも何も。指圧師とは顔見知りですよ。
指圧師？誰だそりゃ。
I point to Moeka.
シャイニングフィンガー。彼女の能力名です。
Tanuji and Moeka ignore me completely.
前にヘンプロの仕事で IBN5100 を一緒に探してくれた。
I got a thank you email from her during my stay in the hospital. That email helped me figure out our relationship on this world line.
ああ、例の幻の PC ってやつか？見つかったのかよ。
Moeka shakes her head.
ま、都市伝説みてえなもんだからな。
萌香はなぜブラウン管工房でバイトを？
Did Tanuji tell her who she is? I thought Moeka wasn't supposed to know FB's true identity.
私が
れてきたんです。
Nai speaks up in a tiny voice.
それでお父さんに紹介したの。
なるほど、お見合いか。
バカかてめえ。俺が愛してんのは苗とブラウン管だけなんだよ。
お父さん。
それに苗が連れてきたんじゃねえ。正確には転んで怪我してた苗を解放してわざわざここまでついてきてくれたってわけだ。
Oh.
萌香にそんな親切をする性質があったとは。
で無職だっつうから、そんなら娘が世話になったことだし、うちで働けって話になったわけだ。まさかうちの店でバイトを雇うことになるとはな。
前にも雇っていたじゃないですか。
あ
No, that was Suzu. That was on the Alpha Word line.
うちはこれまでバイトを使ったことなんてねえよ。
Ah, of course. The Suzuha who worked here was the Suzuha of the Alpha Word line. The Suzuha who came from the future ruled by CERN. The current Word line has a different future, so she didn't come. The time she spent here never happened.
ま、そういうことならよろしく頼むぞ、萌香。
This is a perfect opportunity. I take a pin out of my pocket and hand it to Moeka.
これは。
いきなりナンパか。うちのバイトに手出してんじゃねえよ。
ラボ面ナンバー005の証であるピンバッジだ。いつでも2階にある我がラボを訪れるがいい。
Moeka stares at the pin in her hand.
ただし IBN5100 を探すのにはもう二度と付き合わないからな。
つれねえやつだな。手伝ってやれよ。
断る。この俺は忙しいのだ。
Catch the attention of the rounders again? No thanks. Besides, the three of them are... RB. The three of them will be better off if we never find... We're better off if we never find an IBM 5100. I end the conversation with a shrug, and then head to the stairs.
岡部君。
Moeka calls my name. I turn back to see Moeka smiling, ever so faintly.
これ。ありがとう。
Hey! The hatred I once felt towards them is gone. I forgave Moeka and Tanuji both. Now that I've destroyed our time machine, we can go back to being good neighbours. I won't pry into their secret lives and I won't attempt to fight them either. It's all up to them. However, the affection that Nai showed towards Moeka brings an undeniable warmth to my heart. Right as I walk into the lab, I'm greeted by the chiming of a microwave oven. Juicy chicken number one. Mayuri smiles. Yeah, it is. Smiles brightly as she takes her juicy chicken number one out of the microwave.
おかえり。
Welcome back, Irene.
もしかしておかえりとおかりんを合体させたのか。
前も言ったよ。
Then Mayuri holds out the steaming chicken.
おかりんも食べる？退院祝いに1個あげる。
I accept the gift of chicken and pop it into my mouth. I guess it's because I've had nothing but crappy hospital food for a month, but it's so delicious I want to cry.
その電子レンジはどこで手に入れた？
We disassembled the phone wave, name subject to change weeks ago.
ああ、それは僕が手に入れたんだお。
Dora pops out of the development room in all his rotund glory. I wonder if he's making a new future gadget.
買ったのか？
拾ってきたに決まってんだろ上皇。直すのに苦労した。
ちょっと古いけどね、まだ十分使えるよ。
さすがスーパーハカー。その調子で次の未来ガジェット作りも頼むぞ。
それよりおかりんひどいよ。
Hmm? Mayuri suddenly puts on a pout.
今日どうしてマユシーに一言も言わずに退院しちゃったの？
Oh.
マユシーとダル君で病院に行ったらもう退院しましたって看護師さんに言われちゃったんだから。
ナースエロかったよナース。僕がオカリンの代わりに入院したかった。
マユリ、お前は俺の保護者になったつもりか？ずいぶん出世したな。だが勘違いするな。 お前はあくまで俺の非保護者だ。
おしめのお世話もしてあげたのに。
What? Oh. I couldn't move at all after the operation, so my mother and Mayuri made the great effort of coming to care for me. Especially Mayuri, even though it was her summer break, she visited me every day. I'm grateful for this childhood friend of mine from the bottom of my heart. She's a ditz to be sure, and seems like she always needs someone to look out for her, but she's actually quite tough for her age.
幼馴染の女子高生におしめの世話してもらうとか羨ましすぎだろマジで。それなんてエロゲー。
I think Daru needs to die for a bit. I popped Mayuri on the head.
今度ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを買ってやる。
本当ありがとうカリー。頑張ってお世話してあげた甲斐があったよ。
Oh my god. Anything for food. I breathe another sigh of relief when I see Mayuri's innocent smile. Mayuri is still alive. I've seen her die countless times. Though the events of those world lines have been undone, my struggle to escape them was not in vain. If the same thing were to happen again, what would I do? Would I accept her death this time? Or would I try again to save her, even if it meant building another time machine? There's no way to know. The future is undecided. But for now, Mayuri is here. And that means everything to me.
ほらこれ。
I give Mayuri and Daru their pins.
かわいいね。
おお、ついに完成したん。
Mayuri pins the badge to her chest and shows it off with a
これ
pirouette.
から毎日つけておかなきゃ。そうしないとラボに入れてもらえないもんね。
Nobody really made that rule, but whatever.
でもカリー、マヨシーはこのピンバッジのデザインを見せてもらった時から一つだけわからないことがあるのです。
なんだ。
文字が書いてあるでしょ。 OSHMKUFA2010 って岡部、椎名、橋田、それと漆原、フェイリス、ここまではわかるんだけどね。その他の M と K と A って誰のことなの？
Makise, Kiryu, Amane. M is for Mikise, K is for Kiryu, A for Amane. But the current Mayuri wouldn't understand. Those three were lab mems on a world line undone and forgotten. I haven't told Mayuri or Daru about them. They wouldn't believe me even if I told them, especially about the last initial, A. I mean, how do I tell Daru he's going to have a daughter? I can just imagine his reaction.
僕の嫁となる人は誰なんだろう。ロリ顔の貧乳で、髪は金髪ツインテールで、性格はツンデレで、デレモードの時はすごく甘えてくるエロい子っていうのを個人的に聞いて。
Jesus Christ. He'd say something gross like that, no doubt. I remember. As I lay dying in the time machine, Suzuha gripped my hand and said,
きっと私は消える。一緒にシュタインズゲートにたどり着いたことをお祝いすることはできないはずだから、ここでお礼を言っておくよ。ありがとう、おじさん。死なないで、生きて。
Just as she predicted, Suzuha vanished the moment we returned to August 21st. Right before my very eyes, the time machine was enveloped in rainbow light and disappeared. She was smiling as she faded away. That was proof I had reached Steins Gate. And that's why I don't mourn Suzuha.
きっと7年後に会おうね。
I don't know what the future will bring. There's still the possibility that Daru won't get married, that Suzuha won't be born. But still I believe that in 7 years we will meet again. And that's when I will give her this pin, her birthright as lab member 008. Until then, I'll keep it as a I'll keep it in a safe place. For 7 long years. I aimlessly head out to town alone. I want to get a better look at the Steins Gate world line, but try as I may, I can't find anything drastically different. Way back when, Faris' D-mail erased the Moe shops from Akiba. At that time it was obvious that the world had changed. I feel unsatisfied, so I look up at Radican. Obviously there's no satellite stuck in the roof. It's open for business as usual. When I arrived on this world line, right after I saw Suzuha disappear, the very first thing I did was ask Mayuri and Daru a question. Have there been any murders at Radican? As they panicked at the sight of my blood-stained body, they answered that no one had been murdered at Radican. As we waited for the ambulance to arrive, I had Daru call up the news on my phone. They were running the story about Nakabachi's flight to Russia. This time Nakabachi looked terribly agitated. His eyes were bloodshot, he was yelling, spraying spit everywhere, his appearance was strikingly similar to how I last saw him in the hallway of Radican. To me, his unintelligible ramblings was evident of Operation Skull's success. The subtitles read, "What was your thesis about?" Oh, is he just gonna get laughed at? The screen immediately returned to the studio where a female reporter continued. Ha! Mikise Shuichi. Hey! I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakabachi now. For argument's sake, let's say Nakabachi manages to recreate Kurisu's theory from memory. Kurisu's thesis from memory. Nothing will come of it as long as Kurisu is alive. The scientific community undoubtedly trusts the Mikise daughter over the father, meaning Kurisu can deter any attempts made by Nakabachi. World War III won't break out, or at the very least, it won't be over the Nakabachi paper. I haven't seen Kurisu. Apparently Kurisu reported to the police that I was stabbed, but at present, there has been no progress on the investigation, as the victim, from their point of view, up and disappeared. I heard from Dara that no one was murdered at Radican, and I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Kurisu is still alive, that much is certain, but I haven't had any contact with her since then. Aside from the few words we exchanged at Radican, the current Kurisu and I are strangers. Besides, I was bedridden, so it's not like I could have gone to see her even if I wanted to. Kurisu said that she was supposed to go back to America in August. That was on the Alpha World line, so things may have changed. But what reason would she have to stay in Japan after what her father did to her? I thrust my hand into my pocket. 2 pins remain. One of them is for lab member 001. That's me. The remaining badge, which belongs to lab member 004, may never reach its rightful owner. But Kurisu is alive, and that's good enough for me. I once chose to let her die. I once killed her with my own 2 hands. But this time, I was able to save her. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Kurisu. No one but me. I will remember, I will never forget. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. Hey Kurisu. I don't know what the future holds. War may still break out. CERN may still complete their time machine. But at the very least, the future is undecided. We're building it now, from the bottom up. Not just me, not just you, but every man, woman and child. So keep on watching, wherever in this wide world you may be. I take out my own pin and fasten it to my chest. I walk through the sea of shoppers, staring straight ahead. And that's when... There it is. They pass by each other. I quickly turn around. Just now in the corner of my eye, I saw it. The girl who shouldn't be here. Her long hair fluttered as she passed me by. There. A familiar figure, I'd recognize that back anywhere. She has stopped too, in the middle of the sidewalk. Slowly, she turns to face me. Hey! Why is she crying? It's her. I thought she had gone back to America. It's her. She doesn't even know me. That voice. That face. That hair. Those eyes. Mikise Kurisu is standing there, the same as I remember her.
あなたをずっと探していました。あの時助けてくれたあなたをずっと私一言お礼が言いたくてどうしてもあなたに会いたくて本当にありがとうあなたが無事でよかった
Kurisu looks so radiant as she tries to hold back her tears. Just when I thought I had finally suppressed it, all my love for her flows out at once. I'm so happy that I want to cry too. So to hide my embarrassment, I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。なぜ彼女がここにいる？俺のリーディングシュタイナーは反応しなかったというのに。何？俺が守れたと？やれやれ。勝手なことを言ってくれる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択か。エル、プサイ、コングルー。
I close my phone and clear my throat. I have no idea what to say. She's still staring at me with those wide bleeding eyes. I open my mouth.
また会えたな、クリスティーナ。
いや、だから私はクリスティーナでも女子でもないって言ったろ。
Wait. Now I really have no idea what to say. How does this Kurisu know about that? Those were the names I used to tease Kurisu. She always got mad whenever I used them. They were our bond, our private joke. But I had yet to use them on the day we first met at Radigan. So how could this Worldline's Kurisu know?
あれ？私今ふっと頭の中に言葉が浮かんでどうして
It looks like Kurisu is as confused as I am. She stares at me bewildered. And then I finally realize the truth. Everyone has reading Steiner. Even if the Worldline changes, even if the past and the future are rewritten. Your memories remain. You've merely forgotten. All it takes is a push, and you can remember. The memories of those lost 3 weeks. The memories we made together.
ようこそ、我が助手、マキセ・クリス。いや、クリスティーナ。
I reach into my pocket and take out the last pin. Nobody knows what the future holds, and that is why, just as this reunion demonstrates, the possibilities are endless. I place the pin in Kurisu's hand, I gently close her hand in mine. And holding back tears, I tell her,
これがシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
and there it is. I think that's where it ends. Officially. Yeah, opened the Steins Gate complete. Ah, man. There we go. So that's the end of the game. Finally! Took 10 hours, but I did it. Probably longer than 10 hours, to be honest, but whatever. I said I was going to do it. I mean, to be fair, I did say I was going to complete the game yesterday, but whatever. Or the day before. Again, doesn't matter. So yeah, there's a few I missed. There's one. Two. Oh, there's literally one. Are you fucking serious? Where? Where did I miss that? I'm just gonna look it up. Because I really want to know what it is. Oh god. Steins Gate. CG. List. That'll do. What about my clear list? 60 hours. Album achievement rate. Oh, 99.04%. Yeah, I'm curious what the last final one is. Oh, apparently it's one that unlocks literally once you've got all the other ones. So load up any saves and check your email. So let's see. Let's test this theory. Oops. Oh, I don't have a... I need... No. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I need to load one where I have a phone. This one will do. There we go. Received new mail. Oh, there. SGEPK from 14th of November. Open the attachment. Oh, there it is! There, it's like a celebratory one. Or celebratory one. Oh, look at them all. Look at Nai. There we go, that's all of them then. So that's why I didn't have the last one. Right, so now return to title. Don't care. Sure, I guess. Yeah, I shouldn't have loaded the one where I had no phone. That was dumb. Oh, God. Right, so... extra, clear list, everything. I have all the tips, all the CG. I didn't care about getting every trophy, but there we go. We got them all. Oh, man. Wait, play guide? Oh. Default settings, same as display the same magnification. Enlarge, reduce. I wanted to just go to the next one. Why is that not a possibility? Wait, so why are there two? Like, this one has 4. Reduce display next different. Oh, I see. It's basically, it's the same image, but it's got 2 separate, like, yeah, okay. 2 differences. Oh man. I kinda do want to just go back through these, just to see them all. It's been a while. I'm only gonna open them briefly because, you know, I don't want to take forever. That one's probably one of the worst ones we came across. Without a doubt. Oh wait, how do I switch? Okay, I have to press R1. There's that. Oh! Ah! Oh. This is too good. Wait, so what's the difference? One of these is gonna have Moeka. Okay, so the difference is... One's got, Okabe not talking, then he's talking, then Moeka's there. Wait, I don't know what the difference is with that last one. Oh, it's... Okay, it's Moeka stood there without him talking. Mayuri and Lukako. That's when they started cooking. In the shower. Yep, I remember that. Mayuri's first death. Mayuri in the grave. Us running. God, there's just a lot of them to do with Mayuri's death. Moeka. God, that one was awful. Yep. Jellified Moeka. Mayuri, not Moeka. The train! These are all just her death. Oh, that was the saddest ending. I would say so. Mayuri's ending was just really sad. When Suzuha and Hashida first, oh god. That's better. First embraced. Oh, like when they found out that Daru was the father. That was also fairly sad. Oh god. Wait, what's the difference? Oh. Okabe's face. Crying. Happy. These are quite cool. So you do get every CG if you just go over all of the different endings, I guess. Or maybe. I'm not too sure, because there's one... I think it's chapter 5. That's where they had the kid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's chapter 5. Where the ending of that... like, there was multiple different ways it could have gone. And only one of them led to the CG that I'm going to show. Whenever it... Oh, there it is. It's that one. That's when she rushed the rounders. Her getting into the time machine. Oh man, what a journey this game has been. Truly fantastic. Yep, the most fucked up ending. Oh man. Takes quite a while to get through all of these, to be honest. A lot longer than I had assumed. Ferris, the winner. Yeah, this was the Faris ending. God, how many of these endings were, like, technically romances? Lukako's, Faris, Mayuri, Kurisu, basically all of them except for Suzuha. Maybe Suzuha's was as well. I mean, to be fair, all we saw with Suzuha was we went in the time machine with her. We never saw what happened afterwards. Oh no. Whoa. Now that's one hell of a shot. And that's... okay, the difference with that is she's crying. That's where she died. Oh man. Just reliving all these memories. It's weird that that one's so far... like, so far into it. You would think that would be the first CG ever. That's the first one you come across. The Rounders... The weird thing is, I'm pretty sure in the anime they weren't... they were in suits, I think. I could be mistaken that though. I could have sworn they were like... not showing their identity. Oof. Yep. Oh, I much prefer the second image. Like that one, he's super happy and confident. That one, he's just annoyed. And there we go. Boom. Oh, am I glad. God, it took a long time to get through, but we did it. Every ending. Achieved. Whew. Yeah, this is truly one of the best VNs out there, I would say. At least among one of the best. But there we go. That is going to be the end of Steins Gate. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this adventure. And until next time, take care. And for those who stopped by the stream, thanks for stopping by. It's much appreciated. Have a good day, and I'll see you next stream.